in a land where volcanoes once erupted and giant animals once left giant footprints in the salt lake. There was also a kangaroo that sipped coffee on the lounge, was driven everywhere in a car, and had her own double bed. But this kangaroo didn't know how to relax. It was bad for her health. She also didn't get much exercise. She was always worrying about things and getting stressed out. Even walking past a mirror made her jump. One day, while prospecting, she saw something sparkle in the distance. She decided to leave the car and check it out. It was a giant gold nugget. Just then, an emu stepped out. "If you help me carry this giant gold nugget, I'll share it with you," the emu said. The kangaroo was afraid and thought about hopping back to the car. But the emu said, "Don't be afraid. I know a really good place for this nugget. It's in a cave on the hill." So the kangaroo thought about it and put the gold nugget in her pouch and followed the emu. As they walked and hopped along, the emu said, "Sometimes when I need to relax and my mind is playing tricks on me, I go to the healing pool. There is a rock hole in the salt lake that will point you in the right direction." The kangaroo had never felt relaxed before and liked the sound of that. Just then a dingo came along and the emu ran away. The kangaroo was too heavy with the gold nugget in her pouch to follow the emu. So the dingo came up to the kangaroo and pointed up at a tree. "Look at this tree," said the dingo. "It's full of snowy sugar flakes that you can eat." The kangaroo looked up and tasted the sugary tree, and it made her feel like she was at home sipping coffee. But too much sugar also made her body feel more worried, and she knew she had to get to the healing pool just as the emu had said. "Stay with me for a while," the dingo suggested. "We can eat sugar all day from this tree." The kangaroo knew she had to get out of there, so she began to leave. But the dingo growled, and in a panic, the kangaroo dropped the gold nugget and hopped away. After hopping and hopping along, the kangaroo was getting tired and was so worried about getting lost in the bush when she reached a giant salt lake. It was a bit slippery at first, but she followed it along and came across a rock hole shaped like a giant kangaroo paw print. She got down and had a big drink of water, and it made her feel more relaxed. Then she looked down and remembered what the emu had said. "Follow the footprints," she said. So she followed it along until she reached the healing pool. She hopped in, and it was nice and warm. It made her feel much better and even more relaxed. Just then, some other kangaroos came along. They were eating healthy bush food nearby, and their kangaroo thought, "You know, this whole place I live in, it's pretty nice and it's quite relaxing." And then she decided to switch her mobile phone off and took a nice big deep breath. Later, she did go back to visit home, just to say hello. She also went to the cave on the hill, but that's another story.